Muslim rights concern, MURIC, has supported calls of the Director General of the National Council for Arts and Culture, Segun Runshewe, for members of the House of Representatives to give the body a legal framework to go after the organizers of Big Brother Naija over nudity displayed on the show, as well as powers to arrest and prosecute cross-dressers in the country. In a statement released by its group director, Professor Ishaq Akintola, MURIC backed Runshewe's calls, stating that the reality TV show is demonic, in quote, demonic. Okay, Big Brother Naija. No, first of all, it was Big Brother Africa, then Big Brother Nigeria. And Big Brother is not only in Africa or Nigeria. There's Big Brother Australia, South Africa, Brazil. And this claim here about the MURIC wanting to, go after the organizers of Big Brother. Big Brother, first of all, it's like a franchise now that started back in 1999, and most people don't even know that the show was not initially meant to be so much of a competition the way it is now. So just like a reality TV show.
Just to keep people entertained, and when you say demonic,
like that word is a bit extreme, but then some people would argue that the people who support this claim, because it seems like there's a lot of negative parts of the show than the positives.
People understand like that's why it's a reality show. It's not a movie, it's a reality show. And definitely you're seeing people do things that they do every day in their own closet, like you don't see. So just imagine you seeing somebody like watching a movie, how they act in their house without them knowing you're watching them, or you understand what I'm trying to say?
Yeah,
so
but
you can't just let people act in a different, some type of way.
I feel you.
Because you want them to make believe that, oh, this is a good TV show and everything. There will be no interest.
But the concept of Big Brother Naija. Let's stick to Nigeria's own now. Okay. The fact that several people from diverse cultures and way of lives and socioeconomic groups, they have to be confined to a secluded house, a place that cuts them off from the public. Like, you don't have access to radio, televisions, your phones. You can't even use your phones here. So you're just stuck with a random stranger, and you have to live together. Like that setting alone is something that can trigger you from acting in a way you want to act on a normal day, and then you would react differently to things because of the whole setting. Like, look at some people that were contestants or housemates, let me say housemates, in previous seasons of the show. Some of them are still rivals till now. They don't even talk to themselves. Yeah. You get me? Because of the whole competitive nature that they had to be in when they were in the house, and then let's say they didn't win, and then they had someone that they were beefing with on the show. Like, are you in support of this claim, like that they should ban the show or sue them?
No, I'm not. To be honest, no, I'm not. Like you said, people from different culture. I don't believe in what you believe in. You don't believe in what I believe in. When we come together, we try to make ourselves believe something. And I could either make you believe what I believe, or you can either make me believe what you believe in. For instance, someone who spent all her life in America, having that lifestyle, that way of life, how they do things there. You don't do this, you don't do that, you don't do this. Coming to Nigeria, and I'm trying to make you believe that, okay, you have to do this thing this way because this is the Nigerian way of life, this is Nigerian culture and everything. You understand me? So sometimes it's really hard. Typically, it's like hard to confine people in a room or in a house for 3 months. People just believe like, okay, you can still pretend. But
how long can you pretend? Your real nature will come out.
1 month, you understand that you can't pretend for long.
I'm telling you, I'm not even I'm not so much of a fan of the crowd. So if I can't even imagine myself coping in that kind of situation, because I would just, you know what? The organizers of the show might actually argue that the show is rated 18. Actually, so whatever thing that people are saying, they're meant to control the viewership from their children or those that are underage. But then, how many youths that are underage actually do not watch this show? Like, I have cousins that let's say 7, 8, 9, their parents let them watch the show, And most of them, they are much more interested in the negative part of this show. True. Because everyone's looking forward to Saturday night party or the part where there's going to be some nasty thing going on.
Drink and
yeah, jacuzzi moment and all that. So you get me. So I feel like the claims of the MURIC wanting to, sue the organizers of the show because of the whole depravity that is displayed on the show, the whole nudity and a lot of.
If you're going to do this, tell me you have to just do it for everywhere. You can't just stop it in Nigeria. You can't just say, let's stop this because it's nudity. You can't.
Well,
think about it now.
Can they really control it in that global scale?
That's it. So if you're not capable of bringing us something to stop it globally, why do you want to stop it in a particular place?
Well, you can't really blame them because if they are seeing a lot of immoral activities going on in the show, which is now being like cross-dressers, like these things that people are now imitating. They want to be like their favorite housemates, and they want to dress like their favorite housemates. See some people having to change the way they dress, the way they talk, like a lot of things that they are learning from the show. And this show is like one of the.
Are they under 18 or above 18?
They're not all above 18.
Yeah, but
not some teenagers that watch this show are not even up to 17. I'm telling you, word, because it's a very, very popular show that a lot of people talk about. Like it trends on social media. Like every time the show is on, like even just concluded on the Level Up season with them, Fina winning. Like the amount of social media attention it got is not even something we can even start like analyzing now. But then, when you now want to look at what's the percentage of underage people that get influenced by this show. And they're not even being influenced by the positive sides, the side where they do debates or tasks or videos.
They're not really interested in that.
They're not interested in that one. What I want to see is what is going on under the
shit.
Even though we know that the cameramen actually still remove the scenes where they are not so permitted to be aired and all that. But then we know that there are some immoral things that happen. And there are some times when we see reports of sexual harassment that happened in the house. Like there are some violent moments too, which is normal when you put human beings in the room. Yeah, and you feel like, how are we allowing this kind of things to be aired, like to be watched by everyone, children especially, because. And
the children part, I feel like that's wrong, and that has to come from home. So
yeah, but you can't really control these things. You can access this. You can access your DSTV on your phone. You can access all these channels on your phone. Like you can go to your friend's house and they are watching it.
You don't block the phone completely and everything.
What do you really want to do? Because it's a really, really big.
If you stop the Big BBNAIJA is like it's like a show, yeah. So like if you stop people from viewing Big BBNAIJA, they will go out to view more things. Yeah. There are still other ones. They have X on the Beach. They have other reality TV shows and this thing. So people will go out to Love Island. You know, people will go out there to view other things. Yeah. So you can't stop it. You can only control it.
I don't, like, is Big Brother really controllable at this rate?
Maybe what they do, maybe the whole thing, like, okay, you don't have to go under the shit to this person, you know. I don't think you can be stopped, but there could just be ways it could be controlled in a way. I don't know, but you can't stop something because they will definitely go out the box to look for something else. And
the thing about human beings, or let's say teenagers especially, the moment you tell them not to do something, that is when they have much more interest. Like they're more inquisitive about knowing or seeing what is that thing you don't want us to see. Like they will go deeper to get access to that thing. And I don't know how far they're going to go with this lawsuit, but let's see if the House of Reps actually give them the verdict to go after the organizers of the show. Now, still on Big Brother, Beauty has revealed how she has been able to utilize her disqualification from the show to enhance her growth. Beauty was disqualified due to violent acts in the house with her housemates. Regardless of that, she still describes her exit as one that made her stronger in everything, as she had enough time to learn, unlearn, and relearn. She mentioned how she considers it tragic at first, as anyone would, but she's still grateful it happened, as it made her feel ready to face the world, especially seeing that part of her when she was alone after her exit. I really think Beauty would have made it to the top 5 if she actually remained in the show, if she was not disqualified or was not violent and did the whole thing that got her disqualified, you know. But she had a takeaway from her little time in the house, and she was able to, you know, grow from it, despite the unlearn and relearn. And, you know, this disqualification actually makes you feel like you really let a lot of people down. I'm sure Erica felt the same way too, and the other past housemates that must have been disqualified, but I'm really looking forward to her.
Like, from her whole statement and everything, it made her grow. It made her grow mentally. It made her comfortable with something she wasn't comfortable with before. It made her feel like, okay, I can do this. You know, a lot of people have this mental breakdown, this mental restriction, like I can't do this, I can't talk to somebody some type of way because of I'm scared. So her disqualifying and for her to be able to contain that whole, you know, thing in her, it made her, and I would wake up the next morning and I'm alive. So why am I killing myself about it? So she just, I apparently think that was how she felt. Like feeling better, like, okay, even if I fail, I can still do better. Even if I fail, I can still feel this good. So
yeah, and even with her disqualification, she's still one of the popular housemates, despite the fact she's not the winner or runner-up or whatever.
Miss Nigeria.
Come on, she already had like a title to her name before the show. So I feel she's going to actually have a lot to offer to her fans, and lots of them are already anticipating something from her, despite the fact that she was disqualified and a woman was the winner. So come on, shout out to all ladies. It was not easy. Come on, it wasn't easy. But then I'm actually looking forward to good things from Beauty. Yeah. Moving on, according to director Kunle Afolayan, a spin-off series from the Netflix film Anikulapo will begin pre-production soon. In an Instagram live chat with members of the cast, Afolayan shared that the film was originally intended to be a series, but the former was created as an audience test. Anikulapo also maintained an impressive top 10 spots in over 5 countries, including the United Kingdom, Kenya, Nigeria, and the Bahamas. Have you seen this movie, Anikulapo?
I haven't, but I think I've heard so much about it. I feel like I've seen it.
My goodness. See, this movie just made lots of females or women understand that there's a certain amount of control you need to have when dealing with men, because it can be very manipulative.
Girl power.
Like this lady, there's a lady in the movie that actually got a hold of the power of life, and like she could bring people back from the dead. Like she had the power, and she gave everything to the guy. Like she just gave up. Like I still need to look at that movie because
I think I saw some quotes from the movie and everything. Yeah. And according to the producer, he said there are a lot of unanswered questions.
A lot. From that movie.
That was why they wanted me the series. There were a lot of unanswered questions that will be answered.
Yeah, so they need to extend it to become a series so that you can have more access to that. Well, I think it's something you should watch actually.
Because
you should. And this is something that is trending on Netflix. And it is making the Nollywood industry to just, you know, shine out there. And looking at Kunle Afolayan's growth in the movie industry, he has actually produced quite a number of good films, and he's actually going far and making Nigeria stand out there. Like after Hollywood is Nollywood worldwide, like in the movie industry rating, like we are the next in line, and it's actually something that is actually proud, that makes us proud as Nigerians.
I think I'll have to see this movie.
You have to. Although the initial, the intro, whatever. Are you Yoruba? You have to use subtitles because lots of like Yoruba. But anyways, it's a good movie. You should enjoy it.